This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a daily wrestling news update. Some good news. Ric Flair, who looks like he's just been butchered by Abdullah the Butcher, says he is cancer free now. So it had been reported he had melanoma, which is the more difficult skin cancer. I think it's called carcinoma. I'm no doctor, where they just chop it out. And it looks like he's just had the affected areas chopped out here. So hopefully it is the less bad of the cancers, and it's not really melanoma, because to me melanoma isn't just cutting it out. And I've had that same kind as Flair, and it can come back if you stay in the sun and you don't use sunscreen. So hopefully he'll do that. A lot of people are saying Hulk Hogan is under medical care at his own house and may not actually be able to speak. They had the big announcement yesterday about his Fox Nation deal for this Real American Wrestling Company. Strangely enough, they didn't have Chael Sonnen, Kurt Angle, or Hulk Hogan there to make the big announcement. They had Bischoff, who, let's face the facts here, when was Bischoff last in a major TV company? It's like he's nowhere near the name of any of those guys, but they only had Bischoff and some no-name amateur wrestlers there to launch it. They said Hulk Hogan was involved and put up a picture of Hulk Hogan, but not even a phone audio message from Hogan, which makes his wife had said there had been some damage to the trachea, stemming from the operation. He had a back operation, which was a very serious back operation. That was this operation here, level 4 anterior cervical discectomy infusion, where I guess he had some tubes down his throat. So either way, I really hope he's going to be okay. It doesn't sound good at all for Hulk Hogan. It's been revealed that it's going to be Cena versus Rhodes main eventing SummerSlam Night 2 and Gunther versus Punk Night 1. $20,000 a ticket for front row tickets for this. So if you go to both nights, it's $40,000. To me, even if you had both of those matches on one night, which it's just being greedy. Let's face the facts here, watering it down to 2 nights. Because really, what else is there at this point to see on the cards? I mean, I don't really want to see Gunther against Punk. I'll be perfectly honest. I hope Punk beats Gunther. Gunther is one of the most overrated wrestlers out there today. Cena versus Rhodes. I mean, that's going to be interesting. But I really don't think there's a need to have 2 nights. I don't think either of the cards are good. It's just going to be 2 watered down cards rather than one, the best of the best. And I would love to interview someone that's paying $40,000 for front row tickets both nights. Because most millionaires, I do research millionaires and billionaires, most millionaires and billionaires are quite cheap. And they're not just going to waste money like that. And let me tell you, that's a waste of freaking money. That is a huge waste of money. Donate it to the Humane Society. Donate it to cancer research if you have that much money to waste. Don't spend it on 2 nights of SummerSlam. I don't know. For a watered down card like that. I was listening to Dave Meltzer talk about this match that TNA had on their pay-per-view the other night, Indy Hartwell versus Tessa Blanchard. He said that's the worst match he's seen in a major company in a very long time. He said it was the level of The Fiend versus Seth Rollins years ago that had all those screw-ups. He said it was even worse than that, apparently. Indy Hartwell, I think, is one of the maybe that's one of the reasons that they got rid of her from the WWE roster. But he says he was wondering if Tessa was even sabotaging the match because she had to lose the match. There's rumors that WWE is going to be using Tessa in AAA. AAA, of course, is now owned by WWE, and she had been a star in CMLL, and the heat that she carried in the US is not there in Mexico. She's actually quite loved in Mexico. I can tell you about Tessa Blanchard, though. She used to get like millions of hits on my channel. Recently, I've bought other matches of Tessa, like especially in the past 6 months, I've bought matches of Tessa that have barely got 1,000 hits. So her popularity has gone way down. I'm not saying WWE can't get her back up there. She's extremely talented. I wouldn't buy. She has a horrible attitude. I've experienced her attitude firsthand. She is a bitch. And this is someone that's a fan of her wrestling. As a person, she's a huge bitch, but she's a good wrestler and plays a good heel. Just like Tully. Someone told me the other day, Tully's a heel in real life. Yeah, he is. He really is. I don't know if he's at the level of Tessa, but yeah, I'm just saying her popularity for a girl that used to regularly get a million hit plus on my channel, not even getting 100 hits on her recent matches lately. I mean, this some of this stuff is catching up with her, but in Mexico, I understand she's still popular, and you get the WWE machine behind you. Anything can happen, but I wouldn't put it past her to sabotage a match that she had to lose.